Benzema. Goal pa me neck, nah give me eczema. Big baller, got me Benzema. Anyway you see me, you have to see 10 killer.
All right, so we're back inside the Juggle right here on Slam 100.5. It's Monday, August 30th. I'm your boy Gyasi Marik, joined as always by the football priest himself. So he calls himself. So I have been forced to call him, guys. You know, he's threatened me on numerous occasions.
Hey, these fellas dread, boy.
Let's go right into our Around the World segment.
Big baller, got me Benzema. Goal pa me neck, nah give me eczema. Big baller, got me Benzema. Anyway you see me, you have to see 10 killer.
You know, we have a lot happening in the football world. Of course, we were joined earlier by one of Trinidad and Tobago's very own young, vibrant footballers, Keston. You can follow him again at that's JUSS_Julian on Instagram. You know, to follow his travels and his jaunts in the European UEFA Champions League this season. They will kick off. That FC Sheriff will kick off their season in the Champions League group stage against Shakhtar Donetsk on September 15. They are also grouped with Inter, Real, and of course Shakhtar. Stephano, we saw the draw for the Champions League last week. Towards the end of the week after our last show, but you know, what your impressions on what transpired?
Well, I mean, after the draw, after the draw, everybody assumed that Cristiano was going to Man City. So you had that mouth-watering perspective, you know, Ronaldo versus Messi happening again in the Champions League. You know, that didn't materialize. So for me, I'm looking at Group B. You have the likes of Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, AC. As an English Premier League fan, above all, Chelsea fan, yes, but Premier League fan, I'm asking myself, does the possibility exist that Liverpool can find themselves whining outside the club in this group?
Whining to the side?
They could be whining to the side in this group. Atletico Madrid, not to be underestimated. Porto play some good football. They have AC. So this is a tricky one for Liverpool. You know, yes, they have Van Dijk back, but they're not back to their fluent best, you know, in terms of what we've come to expect from Liverpool. So
you're saying outside of Group A, which is Manchester City, PSG, the obvious, you know, blockbuster.
Teams,
outside of that and outside of Group H, where your team is situated, Chelsea, Group B is a group to look at.
Group B
Atletico,
is the group,
Liverpool,
definitely.
Porto, and AC Milan.
Correct. What about you?
Me, I like that Group E, boy. FC Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, I think is a team not to be, along the lines of Porto, both Portuguese teams, not to be underestimated at all. Right. I think that group there there's some room for a bit of an upset. From the
Barcelona perspective, because we know Bayern gonna
walk through
the group.
Although Barcelona have been doing pretty well so far to start this season. FC Memphis. You know, so once again, let me just run through the Champions League groups. We have Group A, Manchester City, PSG, Leipzig, Club Brugge. Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, AC Milan. Group C, Sporting Lisbon. That's Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, Besiktas. In Group D, Inter, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff FC. FC Sheriff, my new big team in Europe.
Yeah.
You know, Group E, FC Bayern, Barcelona, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev. Group F, Villarreal, Manchester United, which by the way is a replay of last season's Europa League final. You know, Atalanta from Italy and Young Boys from Switzerland. Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, Wolfsburg. And Group H, Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, and Malmo. A quick look at your Champions League groups. The group stage kicks off in just a few weeks, just a couple of weeks after this international break, which
Shouldn't
itself...
call them young boys, Gyasi. Call them whipping boys. Them are relics again in that group.
You feel so well?
Yeah, them are relics again in that group. I ain't seeing no hope for them in that group. Villarreal, United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Them are relics together.
I would say it's not very favorable at all. So guys,
all.
we're asking you, we just have about 5.5 more minutes to go before we wrap up the show. You can call us 624-100-5 707-752-7585 or 623-5001-707 slam on the WhatsApp. That's 707-7526. To get in your opinion, we're talking around the world. What's happening outside of the major league, which obviously will be the Premier League, where all of the action and attention is focused. What's happening in the football world that, you might want to have your say on. One of the things I was looking at is, as we heading into the international break, that bit of a fiasco between CONMEBOL, which is the confederation in South America, and the Premier League. A lot of Premier League clubs have refused to send their players to CONMEBOL because of the quarantine time. Because, again, a lot of the South American nations are on the UK's list of restricted entry. So it means to say that a player who might represent Brazil or Argentina, Chile, or any one of the South American nations for that matter will go away in this or would have gone away in this international break, represented their countries, come back to the UK, but have to face a 10-day mandatory quarantine minimum. That's provided that they come back healthy.
Liverpool started the ball rolling.
Klopp would have been one of the most vociferous about it, because he's losing Salah and a host of Brazilians. Salah to Egypt, of course, in Africa, and a host of Brazilians in Fabinho, Alisson, Firmino, and several more.
I think Egypt is a red zone, if
yes,
I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
As well,
Again, so when they come back, what he's saying is that 10-day period of inactivity will be extended, because he has to then get them back match sharp, match fit, which is unacceptable by his books, and certainly, as we've seen, by several other clubs and the Premier League as a whole that have backed their clubs to not release those players for international duty.
Yeah.
I dare say that once again this is the football superpowers in action. For the mere fact, or the mere reason that we just saw the Euros, which was spread across Europe, several countries, and many of these countries would have been reporting high cases, high COVID-19 numbers.
Right.
Euros went ahead without a hitch, so much so that even the UK would have, during the tournament, opened their borders and opened certain restrictions or removed certain restrictions. And we saw the effects of that in terms of, fans being able to attend some of the latter stage games, etc. So we have a call coming in. Let's see what you on the outside have to say about this matter.
Sorry, your number is not.
All right. Don't want to be so loud. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Juggle.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Stephano, Gyasi.
Yes,
Yannick,
sir.
boy.
Hey, Yannick,
Hey,
what's up?
Yan, man.
It's been a while.
What's going on?
All is well, sir. All is well.
Nice.
Talk
Well,
to
I'm
us.
just considering, it is.
No, but Yannick, I want to
Yannick, well, we had a guy-
get your thoughts on the whole Ronaldo situation. What's your thoughts on that
Sure.
situation?
Well, boy, once Ronaldo drop out to the left, and he stay in that box, it's problem.
Yeah. So you think they have a chance to win the title then?
Of course. What title?
You go on a stretch too far.
But they will cause problem. Not like anything, but they will cause problem.
All right, Yannick, your opinion is always valued right here on the Juggle. Thanks for calling. Let's take a quick one again. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Juggle. Hello. All right. Seems to be happy is on the inside. Happy with what's that? Is the iguana and the turtle? I thought it was the turtle and the hare. Anyway, guys, quickly running out of time for this edition of the Juggle right here on Slam 100.5. It was a quite eventful one. Of course, things did not pan out entirely as we imagined. But again, we certainly promise to make it all up to you in future episodes right here on Slam 100.5. Stephano, your closing comments.
Well, I mean, just to kind of, add to what you just said, this is what we've sort of gotten accustomed to, with this pandemic, in terms of, these online meetings and these Zoom meets and whatnot. You have the odd technical difficulty that you may encounter. So we will definitely make up for that. But just to close off on another very important point, Gyasi, footballing point. I think we need to give Arsenal, I don't know if you want to call it a minute of silence. I don't know what you're thinking.
Well, we out of time.
We out of
That's
time.
the first thing. And I'm glad that you waited this long to bring them up. Because I was really, we agreed, Stephano, as a matter of fact, off air, you and I agreed to give Arsenal a blackout.
Yeah.
Not mention them, not talk about them. We were hoping, we deliberately did not ask Keston which side he supports before the show, for fear that he would have supported Arsenal.
Yes.
Right?
And we'd have had to, tell him,
goodbye.
Goodbye, yeah.
But thankfully, he's a Manchester United fan, which is not, in my books, not very much
Not
better.
much better,
but
better.
But better all the same. So Arsenal, they will not get much of a mention beyond us notifying you, our loyal listeners, that Arsenal will not get much of a mention in this program moving forward.
Yeah. Full media blackout.
Until they can show us that they deserve to be among those that we rabs and banter about.
But they're playing Norwich this weekend, so let me see.
Boy, oh boy. Somebody, Stephano, they're asking, what happened to you? There's 297. Might be somebody that you know. Hey, Jaga boy. Jaga's old school friend. Yeah, boy. Arsenal, get out there. Guys, unfortunately, this is where we have to leave you for this week's edition. We'll be back next Monday, same time, same place. Maybe we'll try to hook up with Keston Julian again, as well as certainly our friends from Superb Fitness. We really owe them a bit of some reconciliation for our technical problems this evening, and certainly we'll hope to sort that out by next Monday, and your listening experience on Slam 100.5 will continue to be as excellent as always. So this was The Juggle, brought to you by Jack Daniels Tennessee Apple. Let's talk Jack Daniels Tennessee Whiskey. 100% real Tennessee whiskey made with 100% of the best ingredients. Introducing our latest innovation, Jack Daniels Tennessee Apple. Enjoy the bold, refreshing taste of crisp green apple that's exceptionally smooth. 100% smooth, 100% authentic, 100% Jack Daniels. Available nationwide. Drink responsibly. It's The Juggle.
Big baller, got my Benzema. Goal pa me neck, nah give me eczema. Big baller, got my Benzema. Anyway you see me, you a see 10 killer. AC cool, turn up the temperature with a